Hello, guys. Welcome back to Talk Football Live. It is game week 3 in the EPL. And as you guys can see, you might notice we have two Liverpool fans and an Arsenal fan. That should already tell you what's going on. The big game this weekend is Liverpool at home to the Gunners. We're gonna review all the matches in week 3 as we always do, but the Liverpool versus Arsenal one is the big one, and it's the one that we're going to be talking about today. Bjorn is not here today. Charles is not here. They've thrown me to the wolves. But rest assured, just like I would defeat the people who are never walking alone tonight, we shall arrive at Anfield and leave victorious as well. Are you guys ready to pack your goals? Each of you. You people need two. You need two people to pack the goals.
No,
It's all
no,
good. Don't
no.
worry. We'll be waiting on you.
All right, so let's dive right into it. Right, without further ado, let's head into this Liverpool game. So I think we have enough information now from the first 2 weeks, right? We've seen Liverpool play, we've seen Arsenal play. I can't say either team has been convincing, in my opinion, right? Neither team has looked like clear title contenders yet. However, both teams have managed to get the 6 points.
Mm.
Both teams were favorites heading into the season. Both teams so far have 6 points. I'll kick off with you. How are you feeling about your Liverpool team? You're always bullish. You know, your current champions. Every time you come on here, you tell us you're taking it again in this season. How are you feeling heading into this game?
Um, for every game we play, I think I am getting more convinced on how the structure and what the master plan of the coach is.
Mm,
After the first two games, the first game was a bit shaky with the defense, but even though in this last game against Newcastle, where we considered two goals by mistake, I could tell you that the defense has significantly improved from the first games they played, right? The coordination between Canute and Van Dijk is
hmm
more in sync, right?
Okay.
But because we still have Connor Bradley and Kekes seems to be learning the team day by day. From the two games I've seen, actually, that's the Newcastle and the Crystal Palace game,
All right.
I think he has a problem with his height. You know, any striker who is a lot taller than him sometimes would always like, how would I say, bully him, right,
hmm
to get the ball. Because that was how we considered our second goal. He wasn't used to the style of, okay, you gotta watch the ball, which was a defender mistake. Watch the ball. But the other player from Newcastle came along, bullied him to that position where he had to back him, and he
Yeah.
considered a goal. You know, that was kind of his fault. But apart from that, his style of play, the way he plays with Korigakpo, the wing play, the track back, beautiful.
Okay.
He's he's settling into the team little by little. The other person I can give an opinion about is Eketike, no, I think Florin in the
Okay.
midfield. I
Yeah.
think
Tell me what you think. What you think
a
about him so
few
far?
things, yeah, I think some few things he needs to adjust is holding on to the ball too long. He dribbles, he controls
Yeah.
the ball, but he needs to
But
understand this is the Premier
this is
League.
the Premier League.
You cannot hold on to the ball for so long
Yeah.
without players not tackling you. You're
Yep.
almost making it possible for you to get injuries when you hold on
Yeah.
to the ball for so long. Because you can
Yeah.
tell, look at Anthony Gordon, straight
hmm
red, he's out. Silly mistake, stupid mistake, I'll call it. But it was just aggressive, you know, not like Van Dijk was holding on to the ball for so long. But Florence should have seen that, oh, if they play like this, they're most likely going to come for me one day. And they're going to play like this, There are players who could decide not to play the game, and the only thing they are there to do is to what injure you, while they know they are going to be nursing an injury, and we both be out.
Yeah.
You know, that might be just their job alone. Destroy their style of play, take out this player, and everything is fine. So I think some of the few things that they need to tweak is that the other players have now started settling well in the game. I said it. I said once Ryan Gravenberg is back and Soboslai and they are playing their style of game, you see the
Yeah.
dominance. No matter how much the pressure Newcastle was applying in the first couple of 20 minutes in the game, it just felt like you can do whatever you want to do. Liverpool will still score. And immediately after we scored the goal, everything changed. Literally everything changed. And they actually even made it worse when they considered
Mm.
it red. And you could tell. And the final part was this. They thought, maybe they were thinking that, oh, because we were able to hold them with 10 men, let's see if we can try and win the game. No, when you try to do that, you're forgetting the team you are playing against. So, the Liverpool team, I know that
Mm.
everyone in the Premier League knows is this: they do not give up until they win the game.
Till the whistle, yeah,
Remember,
Okay.
until the whistle
Okay.
is
Liga
over.
last season until the final whistle.
Okay.
Last season, even our
I
worst players did the best for us. They might be
I
gone
love.
today.
Yeah. I love how you're always bullish, regardless. And I want to come to you, Shexter, because I know when we were talking in the chat that day, you didn't sound quite as bullish as Lobsy, is coming across right now. So I want to get your opinion, right, on your Liverpool team.
Oh,
Tell us, tell us,
I'm not bullish.
give
Yeah,
give
and
it to us as it is, as you see it.
uh, as I see it, I still think there's a lot of work that needs to be done
Uh, Tell us
with the
why.
team. Definitely in strategic areas like fullbacks. I mean, that's where the fullbacks carry our game.
Hmm.
Now we have two new fullbacks, and remember the last game against Newcastle. Szoboszlai had to like play that right fullback, and he did an awesome job. He did a
Yeah.
phenomenal job, if you ask me. The new guys, like Ola said, they're still trying to settle in. They're still trying to like learn because I mean, Keke's that goal. I'm like, why is he backing the player? You're back. The ball is in the air. You're backing the player. You don't even know where the ball is coming from. And then that sink in that middle is still not there. And you remember, I think our first game, what's his name again? Didn't play that game, and McAllister is injured,
Ryan
right?
Right.
Gravenberch.
Ryan Gavin did not play that game,
All right.
so we still know all our pieces are still not in play. It's still scary that the scary part to me is we score two goals and we concede two goals,
Mm.
especially when we take away our attacking prowesses. Because remember that first game, Eketike came out, they scored two goals. The second
Yep.
game, Eketike came out, they scored two goals, which means when we Eketike when he's in the game, he puts pressure on the defensive line of the opponents.
Why does
But once
the
he's
coach
out,
keep taking him out though?
I
Why isn't
guess
he playing
they
90 minutes? Because he had a
he's still
preseason, right?
yeah, it's EPL, man. It's
No, he really didn't
EPL.
have. He didn't really have a
He
preseason.
doesn't have you don't you can't come from nowhere and play a full
For
match
90
in the
minutes in the
EPL.
EPL.
It's difficult, and preseason can won't do it for you. Preseason
Mm.
won't do it for you. Even those that were there. I mean, there was a time that when Mane was there, he wasn't playing full game. You were still taking him out and all that. And also, you have to look at other pieces also. And there's a lot of games to play. It's just first two games into the season.
Mm.
So I don't mind the subs, but and it's very difficult to like bringing a player to match the same energy like when because once Ekitike comes out, Salah is now playing that position Ola was talking about now where he doesn't have to or was it you that said he doesn't have to do anything now?
Yeah, he
So
doesn't he doesn't track back as much. From what I've seen
when
with Slot, he's actually always or he's usually the outlet. So he's not
that's
tracking back as much. You guys have a midfielder covering that right wing, and he's left alone up front for the most part on
but
the right.
look at when Ekitike is in the game. He plays deep
Mm,
when
yeah.
Ekitike is in the game.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, the way we play our top three is that one person always stays top. This time around,
Right.
Ekitike is doing that all those runs, and Salah is now playing deeper
Oh,
than he's used to. Even look
mm,
at where he received the ball now. He received the ball way deeper than where they're punting the ball to him, and he's just meeting the ball out there while other players are catching up with him. But this time around, I mean, with age, definitely you don't want to. You, like I
You
said, it's
don't
a
want
lot
to
of
overwork him.
games. You don't want to overwork him, definitely. And you know Salah doesn't want to come out. You don't want to solve Salah. He doesn't care.
but I mean, like we saw with the equalizer, he's that player who can find something for you even in the 95th minute,
Definitely,
right? So
definitely,
you is not
definitely.
the player you sub off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. I even get mad when they sub him off. He doesn't. Any game you start him in, let him finish the game. I don't care.
I hope
I'm
they sub
okay
him
with
off
it.
against Arsenal.
No,
That will probably be a different ball
that
game.
one. Slot will be leaving as he's subbing him. As Slot is going with him. No,
So
no, he's gonna play. He's gonna play the full game.
I'll give my impression of Arsenal, what I've seen. The first game against Man U was, of course, tough. We've had to restructure the middle of the team, right? We lost Partey, who has been a big part of Arteta's style of play the last couple of seasons. We've lost Partey. We lost Kai, for all his faults, actually helps the attack and the team gel together. And we haven't had Kai this season. So the first two games, we started with Zubimendi and we started with Jokeres. And so that first game against Man U was all credit to Man U. Man U played well. I'll come back and laugh at Man U later after their showing against Grimsby today. But that was, I mean, I think we were lucky to get away with the 3 points, but it also
I
showed
agree.
me a resolute side of Arsenal because I mean there were so many shots I could see Gabriel, Saliba, even Zubimendi at some point literally throwing their bodies in front of shots to block shots. Raya had a couple of good saves, but it wasn't an Arsenal type performance that we've seen from Arteta usually. There was, and I don't know why Arteta seems to struggle against Amorim's 3-5-2 formation. But every time we've played Man U since Amorim came, we never have possession. Man U tends to dominate those games, even though we win the games, but we always suffer. So that's what I saw in the first game. In the second game, I still was, even though it was a big scoreline, it ended 5-0, but I still wasn't as convinced because if you guys remember, just before we scored the first goal, Raya had, a massive save from a Pascal strike header, right?
Yeah.
That ball goes in, and the story of the game could have changed. So it's still not quite as convincing as we want to see. Like I said, both Liverpool and Arsenal to me haven't looked very dominant yet. Um, but I think it was you, Ola. You mentioned it that this game is probably a title decider already or something. I
Yeah.
think
No,
it's
No,
maybe a little too early for that, seeing
that's
that
too
it's just
far
the third
fetched.
game of the season.
That's too
But
far fetched.
I think this
That's
will
too far fetched.
tell us a lot about where both teams are and what both teams mean.
I
We've
still,
a lot of
I don't think so
you
though.
might you might
This
think
game,
mhm,
it's a little bit far fetched, right?
yeah,
But watch when the Liverpool win the league last season, when
around
they
January.
lost the second game and they
Hmm.
started winning from then on. That loss changed their style of play immediately, and
oh,
they
Mm.
their
started winning.
mindset. You change
Their
their mindset.
mindset
They are lost.
and said,
Change their
"Oh,
mindset.
we cannot lose it again by this if we keep winning." So
Yeah.
this game we are playing against Arsenal
Hmm.
will decide whose mindset will win or not. Because
Mm.
remember, every other team that's played, they've not really they've had a strong squad, not really shown up. Man City lost.
Yeah.
Man U is already showing up that this season is not their season. They're probably
16th,
not showing up.
16th is guaranteed.
Tottenham, you see what Tottenham is playing? They are
Tottenham
very
is mad.
serious. They're
I don't
very
want to meet
serious this
Tottenham
season.
right now.
But I think the thing is, and I was going, you brought up the point about squad, right? I think squad is going to play a big factor this season, right? Both our teams are already struggling from injuries, right? You've lost Frimpong.
Okay.
We've lost Saka, and I think Odegaard might likely be out for this game, right? So we've lost two very big players. Frimpong essentially was your new right back, and you've lost him.
That's the point I'm making. Let's
Yeah.
see how the team is going. Remember, what's his name? Robertson has not played this season. You notice?
Yeah, he has that.
He's not played this season. That's our standing right back.
But Robertson, from what I saw last season, I think Robertson's time is up.
No, I mean he's still good for he's still good for a Carabao Cup kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, he will still play Premier League games.
Yeah,
but
he will play some.
Not when you're playing the likes of
McAllister is
Arsenal. Oh, McAllister is out.
Yeah, he's injured.
Okay.
Yeah, he's injured.
He's not played.
Good news.
Right? So
he played the first game, didn't he?
He played the first game. Yeah.
Against Bournemouth.
He was out.
He came off the bench. Yeah.
He was out.
So is he still out? Right? Am I missing him in this game?
Frimpong is still out.
I know you're happy about that, right?
but remember,
we don't need him. We don't need him.
It's not,
At the end of the day, all I care is about is 3 points.
Exactly. At the end of the day, you ask yourself the question, which team really wants to win it? Newcastle wanted to win the game against Liverpool in spite of Isak not being in the game. They wanted to prove a point by saying, we don't have a standing 9, but let's try to prove a point that we would win this team. They made that point clearly that no, they ain't going to win it. They lost their striker and lost the game. They lost their head. Although they tried, but they lost everything. So now that
we gave them that
is playing this weekend.
Newcastle for fighting back, because when I think back to that game, right, they fought back, but then I'm thinking, how do you leave somebody completely unmarked in your box, especially when you're 10 men when you're a man down? Like, how was Ngomoha all by himself?
Oh no! Look at the play. Look at the play. The play was
so marvelous.
Let me tell you how that play started.
It was. Roll it back.
It's either or. So starting from the midfield, that pass to who was it that made that pass to
Canute pass to Ryan Grappenberg. Gravenberg slide the ball to
Gravenberg
slide the ball to Salah.
Hold up right there. When Gravenberg had the ball, that was their first mistake. What they wanted to do was press real fast, get the ball right there. But Gravenberg was so smart. He did a one-time play. As a matter of fact, he got fouled on that play, but the referee let the ball go because we had possession. That was their first mistake. The second mistake was when Salah got on the ball. He pulled. Now, if you look at the play initially, he started with 4-on-4. And then when the player that moved over to Gravenberg made it 3-on-4. Now we have 4 players going against their 3 players because one player left out of the play.
Yeah.
Passing to Salah, someone has to commit to Salah because it's either he takes the crack or you let him pass.
Yeah.
Once that player comes to Salah, and if you look at the way they were set that time, so they had their 3 defenders and we had 4 attackers right there.
Right.
So any through pass, all we just had to was a walk-in. As a matter of fact,
at the end of the day, it comes back to what Lobsy says, right? They were trying to win the game instead of being content with the point that they had.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they had pushed up, right?
And Dominic I mean, letting that ball, Dummy,
That was brilliant.
that,
Yeah, that was
that was so
brilliant.
brilliant.
That was
Because
brilliant.
Dummy could have
Tommy was
scored that ball
brilliant.
himself.
Yeah,
He could
yeah.
have
He could
scored
have
that ball
tried. He
because
could have tried. Yeah,
one
but he
no
was being
one
marked.
touch, no one touch, he would have been his player. One touch, he would be
So
that player.
he had to beat both his defender and the keeper, right?
No,
So
no,
Tommy,
No, no,
is a
no.
one.
He
No,
made
no,
he
it.
no.
could have
It's
scored.
One
a
touch.
one
I kid you
touch.
not.
The
But
One
the
touch.
defender
defender
was
was the
behind
Shoot.
defender
him.
was level with him. The
Was
defender was
behind
level
him.
with
One
him,
Defender
one
was
touch.
behind him. Technically, was
which
behind
is
him.
where he needed to be, right, to block the
Mhm.
shot.
Yeah, you would have beat him with one touch and struck the ball right away.
Yeah, possibly
Yeah, and I mean, the keeper was
But
good enough to
the
like
keeper was also expecting Soboslai to hit the
to
ball,
take
to
a shot.
yeah,
Yeah,
take the
yeah,
shot.
yes.
yes.
But that
And he was
goal,
smart enough and said, "No, it's not my
Are you
turn."
getting goosebumps, Chester?
yeah,
All
woo,
right, so
you
let's
guys,
take it.
it's,
We're 20 minutes in now. I want to hear. You guys have told me what to expect.
we're gonna
What do
give
you
you some
expect for a
real,
score line? Tell me, Chester. Are you expecting a win against Arsenal?
definitely a win. Sure, I can't sleep up, especially against Arsenal at
Do you have a score line?
Anfield. You're gonna score. Unfortunately, that's just the unfortunate part.
Yeah,
But we're gonna
because
beat you
Liverpool
guys
are
4-2.
considering this case. Four
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
Wow. Okay,
It's
that's
gonna be a 4-2
interesting.
scoreline.
Okay, I
Mhm.
can't say I agree with that. I definitely don't. But Lopsy,
You
go
don't have
ahead.
to agree. You're an Arsenal fan. You don't have to agree.
So I would say this just like the same caution I mentioned when Man City was playing Tottenham. I said it. If you look at
Hmm.
that broadcast and you insisted, oh, why don't I predict it? Why don't I predict? I said for Man City to
Yeah,
win
I
the
said you're
game,
sitting on the
they
same
had to
flag
win
count.
it what?
The
In
first
the
half.
first half.
First half.
You have to win the game in the first half when you're playing with a big opponent. If you do
Mm.
not win it in the first half, both of you struggle in the second half. Liverpool won our game in the first half.
Yep.
We won it. Yeah. Maybe we scored, we defeated their attacking style. They had to talk to themselves and say, okay, what are we going to do? And before, right, when they were thinking too much, they came back from the break, we gave it to them again. Very quick. So that before they settle down, it's over.
So
It's the
that's what you're
same way
expecting
I would
against Arsenal.
say in
Mm.
Arsenal game. You have to win the game in the first half. Arsenal could score, but Arsenal has to win the game in the first half for them to beat us.
Okay. Let me
Because if they
get my
don't,
phone and let
if they
Ateta
don't,
know the game plan.
yeah, let him know. If they don't, the game is gone. Because
All right.
remember, Liverpool is the only standing team that's always been able to come back from a defeat to a win.
Yeah.
They did it
To
last
win.
season.
Yep.
They did last season. They are repeating it this season again, and they are telling you if we are repeating it, you're winning it again. So
Okay.
if it's a repeat of what they think they've played in the past, even though I can tell with the strength of Arsenal's team now, they have a new player, Iberi Eze. It might be strong, but I
Yeah.
keep saying it. Everybody's still got a gel. You can't have a bunch of players everywhere. You be a
Yeah.
Chelsea team. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. You know.
Okay.
No,
Uh,
but remember, they have to win this team. This team for them is a statement team to show that they have arrived. And once they lose that game on Sunday, I think they just back
wow.
to their regular place. Really, they
Wow.
just back to their regular place.
Wow. I love
Exactly.
the confidence. Okay. I'm gonna reply you guys with the same confidence, just like I told you before the recording. It's gonna be a 2-1 win for Arsenal.
Okay.
2-1 win. All right.
Hey,
Let's
see.
let's let's take a look at the rest of the fixtures in game week 3. Let me
Okay.
bring those up. So first game of the weekend. So this weekend, I think as we're going into the international break, from the first two game weeks, there were games on Friday and there were games on Monday. This time, all games are going to be played just on Saturday and Sunday. So our first game of the weekend is Chelsea Fulham against, sorry, on Saturday morning.
Chelsea. Yeah.
And I'll start with you, Lovesy. What's your prediction on this game?
Tough team. Remember last season what happened to Chelsea? Chelsea felt they were going to have it easy, and Fulham found a way to win this game.
Yep.
I am not. If anyone can remind me, what was Fulham's last game?
They
They
played
played
against
1-1 against Man U,
1-1
I
against
believe.
Man U.
It was
Yeah.
Man U. Yep.
Yeah,
That
even
must
though
have been
Man U
probably the
thought they were
equalizer.
going to win. Yeah, even Man U felt they were going to win the game. This might be a little different. I would pick Chelsea winning, maybe 2-1.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't say Fulham is not a good team. That's the same team Alex Nwobi is, right?
Yes. Yep.
He
Yes.
plays wonderfully well in that team. So it would be a very tough game. I will tell you,
Mm-hmm.
when Nigerian or black players, majority black players or color players in each team play, it is always tough because everyone knows it's a physical game, you know,
Mm.
more physical than trying to play the slick game. So Chelsea win, but 2-1.
Okay. Okay. Shaxter, we, we get to talk about Manchester United.
So I really think this might be the game that unfortunately I think they will win this game.
Okay.
Uh Mainly because
So,
of how they are faltered this week. I mean
mm,
today. I think this might be the game that might give them some because they don't want to go into the international break with a loss. And Burnley coming from, coming up to EPL,
yeah.
they've been doing well so far also, but I think the fanfare, and it's going to be at Old Trafford, so I think the fanfare and all of that, I see Man U winning this one. It might be a tough game, probably, yeah, a tough game meaning a draw, but
Hmm.
I'm leaning towards them winning, say 2-1. Yeah.
So let me get you guys' thoughts real quick on Amarim. What happens if he loses this game? Does he get fired?
I don't think he's getting fired anytime soon.
Okay. So
I don't think he's getting fired anytime soon.
we expect them to stick with his project.
They'll stick. You already told them that it's a project. I mean, at the end of the season, you already gave. You said they had a bad season already, so let's see where he can carry them. But they need to give him time. You can't keep changing coaches in the middle of the season and expect that something great is gonna come of it.
I mean, so
I
let's.
I
Did you
I
guys
think
watch the game against Grimsby today?
I didn't watch it. I only watched the PKs, and I, I was just
I,
cracking
I
up.
wouldn't I wouldn't I wouldn't judge them by that game as much as a lot of people might want to judge them. Um, sometime you have good game. They were able to come back from a lose a losing
In
A
the
position to
losing position,
equalize
yeah.
it, and they were unlucky in the penalties because the team they were playing was just determined. If you have a determined team, it's always very difficult to defeat them psychologically because they have that fighting power up here.
Yeah.
I would tell you, Man U is winning the game on Sunday, even though I don't want them to. Man U most likely will win the game on Sunday. It's
Saturday.
against Burnley on Saturday. Sorry,
They play
Yep.
on
against
Saturday, yeah.
Burnley. They're
Yeah.
most likely winning against. But
Burnley.
but by January, if the coach has not significantly improved this team, he is leaving. He
Okay.
is definitely
I
leaving.
So
I
he
agree
has
with that.
time,
There's
but
I
only
agree
nothing
with
so
that is
that.
much.
cooking.
There's only so much project you can have that we saw your result last season very poor. I'm not saying we've had man you poor coaching style. They were
Yeah.
never that poor.
Yep.
It's
They were still
poor
winning.
and it's
They were still winning trophies.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. I'll take Sunderland against Brentford. I'll say Brentford have surprised me in that they seem to have stabilized faster than I thought. Right? They lost
Mm,
Norgard to us. They lost Thomas Frank. They've lost Mbuemo. But they won their game last weekend, if I remember correctly. Right?
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
that surprised me because I expected them to lose that game actually. And they're
mm-hmm,
coming up against Sunderland. I think the worst case Sunderland might expect from this is a draw. They seem
mm,
to have found some stability already, and I think Sunderland. are going to start to face the realities of one, they've bought so many
in the
players, they have
Premier
a
League.
completely new team, and now they're in the Premier League. It's a whole different ball game. So
Mm.
worst case, draw. Otherwise, Brentford win.
Yeah.
Lopsy.
Yeah.
Tottenham, Bournemouth.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you what's going to happen this time
Mm.
around. It would be different. Previous coach versus new coach, new team versus another depleted team, which is still good.
Yeah.
It's a tough call. This is how it's going to play out.
Hmm.
Tottenham wants to win the game. Bournemouth will show that they are also not a team to walk over.
Yep.
But then, in the process of Tottenham trying to win this game, this is where they will start accumulating their injuries.
Yellow.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
where they will start accumulating their injuries. You've seen that they played well against in their first game. They played
Yep.
well against Man City.
Yep.
Teams are recognizing, oh, these guys are not like the depleted team that we know before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 3-0
They
win.
have
3-0
structure now.
win.
They have structure.
They have a structure now,
They
right?
actually defend. Did you guys see that?
They defend.
Yeah.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
defend now. They don't rush to try to go up front again, like Kostopoglu, the last guy. They
Yep.
take their time,
Angie.
Angie Koglu, right?
Yeah. Koglu.
Now,
Yeah.
now,
That's enough.
now, they are more precise. They are more gentle. They are not trying to just run up the ball. No, they are taking their time to do that. And in taking their time to do that, Bournemouth is also taking their time also to play the same style. Is the coach is going to be playing against his own style because that's the style they left the team with.
He
A
left
new coach
Brentford,
can
not
come and
Bournemouth.
try to
Wrong team.
yeah. Oh, sorry, Brentford. He left Brentford to
Brentford.
Bournemouth,
Yeah.
right?
To Tottenham.
To Tottenham,
Tottenham.
right?
Yeah.
Brentford plays the same style as Tottenham. They don't try to run. They defend.
And easy
When
on the
is
counter.
and each on the counter. That's what Tottenham too is doing. You
Mm.
could see that. You could see a pinch of the problem that Man City was unable to capitalize on the last time. Even though Man City made some mistakes, they
Yeah.
couldn't capitalize on the mistakes Tottenham made.
Tottenham
Those
was
kind
what?
of mistakes, Liverpool would not have made that kind of mistake of not capitalizing. They won't even allow you to concede.
Mm.
They won't allow you to win the game because the Tottenham win Liverpool last season.
I'm
When
looking forward to
Tottenham
Tottenham playing
tried to
Liverpool this
win,
season.
when Tottenham tried to win Liverpool, what did they come out with? They won a game. Then the second game was the destruction of what? Tottenham and the
Point of
destruction
correction, though.
of the
Point of
team.
correction. That game that they won, they stole it. They stole a
We
goal
are,
from
I
us.
understand. We
Oh,
gave them that goal.
we gave them that game. We wanted a rematch, and that rematch, you saw what we did. So
Exactly.
we might not walk alone, but we don't forget also.
Exactly.
It's gonna be different
Newcastle
this year
too. You
against
see,
Frank Thomas.
Newcastle got a taste of it because they thought, oh, because they won the game against us towards the end of last season, they
Yeah.
could psychologically win it again. Like, oh, we'll just be relaxed. We don't play like very forceful again. No,
Oh,
buddy.
one thing. Let me say something. I'm sorry to interject. I know I'm holding us back. Remember 2 years ago, we beat them with 10 men. With what's his name scoring two
Club.
goals.
Nunes.
Nunes.
Nunes scoring
Nunes.
2
I
goals.
think it was Nunes.
That
Yeah.
was what
Yeah.
they wanted to do.
You guys
Yeah, they
were down
wanted
to
to do
10
the
men.
same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They thought they could do that. I thought that was their mentality. After it was 2-2, they were going for that win. They were trying to get that win to you showed us, we gonna show you back. But you know how things work.
All right. Next game, Shexter. Wolves Everton.
Everton Wolves, shoot. This is like I mean,
Oh,
I had to give it
Everton.
Everton, man. Everton.
Everton.
You see the way Everton is playing too? I mean, it's different with the addition of
With Grealish.
Ruben Moyes.
Grealish.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
more, I mean more, but
Morris
Grealish.
is
I
back, but
mean,
they added Grealish.
Grealish is the focal point this time. Right, he started that last game, and I see him starting this game, and
Yeah.
Oh, they
it's gonna
won a
be a
game
good one.
today, right?
I
Oh, I'm
haven't
not
seen
sure.
that he has a
I haven't
result
seen
from today.
the yeah,
But I know
but yeah.
I think the difference is they now have two. Oh, we lost Chexer. We now have two ball carriers, right? Oh, or I said we. Everton now have two ball carriers because last season
Hmm.
they depended a lot on Ndiaye, right? Ndiaye
Exactly.
was their ball carrier, and now they have Grealish as well. And we could see the connection, right? It was Grealish to Ndiaye, right, before the first goal in that game. And yes, Everton did win to get today. They beat Mansfield Town 2-0 in the Carabao Cup.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we got Shexter back with us. I'm just gonna buzz him in.
No, I think yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. So Everton did win today. We're just confirming that. But give us your prediction when they face Wolves. Wolves seem to be my candidate for going down, but they've been a candidate for going down for the last 3 seasons, and somehow they seem to survive. So.
This might be the season because they let some of their players go, and
Mhm.
the players that kept them at top. So Everton, I see Everton about 2-3, like a 2-1, 3-1 win.
Doing okay.
Yeah, for Everton.
Okay. Okay. I'll take Leeds Newcastle. Newcastle are facing issues up front, right? There's the whole Isak debate. By the way, are you guys coming back for Isak this week? I was
I
expecting a
think
renewed
they
bid of
might yeah,
140
there'll be
million
a
or so.
lot.
This
There'll be
One more time, one more
and
time.
that's
But
it.
okay.
and Isak already told the owners. The owner after that game, we played them on Monday. I mean, they
Yeah,
still spoke to him, and he still stood on his stood his
I
ground that he
wants to
wanted to
leave.
leave. Yeah.
Okay,
So
interesting.
I mean, if they might want to punish him, do what they did to PSG, what they did to was the guy that went to Real Madrid from PSG. Just sit him
Mbappe.
on the bench, Mbappe. Yeah,
Mm,
just to like punish him, you know. But the thing is, why keep a disgruntled player? You know,
yeah,
we did it with Torres, we did it with Suarez. I mean,
Hmm.
when the player is ready to go, just let them go.
yeah.
I think Suarez' situation was because of the problems in the Premier League and after his ban, and it was like, I guess it
He
was
was
done.
ready to go. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
But the
which.
Torres played was horrible. The first
Mm.
few months of uh, they said the locker room was just upside down. But once he left, I mean, we got our team back. So yeah,
Okay.
I
So
know
we're
he's
we're
coming to
still expecting
Liverpool.
Isak to
Yeah,
go to Liverpool this week. All right, we'll see how the transfer window plays out. By the way, if you guys are with us, we will bring you updates from the transfer day deadline. But for this game against Leeds, I think this might end in a draw. Newcastle are facing troubles up front. They've lost Anthony Gordon now, who I think was actually doing a fantastic job for them up front. But Osula is likely to start in this game now. They'll play Javi Barnes and Elanga alongside him, and they will score goals. But Leeds also look interesting. Actually,
I'm not
when I when
sure.
I when I think about how
I
Leeds
I'm
Leeds
not
conceded
sure.
goals against Arsenal,
Too
Leeds
easy.
look very exciting going forward. Daniel James and Nonto play with a lot of speed. Joe Pirro up front, he scored a lot of goals in the championship last season. But yeah, I think Newcastle might just be a bit too much for them. They've lost injuries though. That's what's making me lean towards a draw. They lost Tonali in that game. Joelinton was a bit bruised. I think he'll be fit enough, but
Yeah.
Joelinton,
Hmm.
suffered in that game as well. Guimaraes should be okay, but we'll see. We'll see.
Point to like go on with. No
Yeah.
team plays against Liverpool and half the team is not bruised. Just so that you know, because the intensity
Hmm.
Liverpool plays with is out of this world.
Is this a warning?
Remember,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You
it's a
giving me a
warning,
warning?
but it's the same thing last season. Remember when you played Liverpool, the
Let
games
me.
Arsenal played
Ah,
after
who will
playing
I
Liverpool
tell
last.
to take Van Dyke out? Okay.
You
I know
don't
the
have
guy for the job.
anybody.
I
You
know the
don't
guy
have
for the job.
anybody.
Don't worry. Wait till Sunday. Wait till Sunday. Let's see who gets bruised on the Liverpool side.
Hmm.
All right. Okay. Moving on to Brighton Man City. Hola.
A very tough game for Man City at this point because they've been bruised by Tottenham over the weekend. I think the only fair everyone has in the league is Man City not losing too much, right? If they are able to sustain their style of play of okay, even when we concede or lose, let's still keep that margin of win there. Let's not let the gap not be that much. You know, Brighton played today, fantastic. They were bright. Man City playing Brighton at home, they don't have the advantage, even though or in spite their new signings. They have not these new signings have not made Man City as strong as it was 3 years ago.
Hmm.
It's not changed the style of play. It's just the same way, you know.
Yeah.
I said it once Hurland started getting injuries, he's been more careful on the style of play. Doesn't
Mm.
do the too much rush again. He doesn't rush the ball. He doesn't try to poke the ball all the time. He's still a potent striker. I'm not going to
Mhm.
deny that from him. But his tenacity to score is not as much any longer.
Mm.
The injuries have affected his psyche. They put back Rodri in the game, thinking it
Mhm.
was going to change anything. It
Ah,
did not
it
change
didn't,
anything.
it
You
didn't
could
happen.
literally see that the team is the same team as it was from the beginning. Never
Yeah.
changed. Nothing improved. It was just the same style of play. So, like I said, Man City is not back to where they are. They
Okay.
still have to figure
So
it
the Man
out.
City
And as
win.
long as they
Is
don't
this a
figure it
Brighton
out,
win draw?
as long as you don't figure it out, I'll tell you, Brighton most likely could take this game 3-2.
Wow. Wow.
Woo! Woo!
Interesting. Wow.
Very interesting.
Will Haaland
Wow.
Yeah.
score though? Should I still keep him in my FPL?
Don't captain him though. You can keep him, but
Yeah.
don't captain him.
Oh, you mean Erling Ireland?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't buy him this season. I bought Eketike. That's one of the best investment this season.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
same
Scored
thing.
every
Same thing.
goal,
FPL too.
every game.
Yeah, 2 games, 2 goals.
Yeah, I didn't buy
Okay.
Three
Haaland this
games,
year
not two
either.
games. He's played 3 games, maybe two Premier League games, but
Premier
Yeah,
League
two
games.
this
I
Premier
wasn't
League
season
counting
he
the
games.
scored
Community
at
Shield, but
every
that's true.
single
Yeah.
goal, every single game.
Okay. So we expect him to score against Arsenal. I like the way you guys
Always
keep dropping
expect him to
hints
score.
after we're done talking about Liverpool about what's going to happen. Okay, okay. I did hear. I'm hearing. Okay. Forest, West Ham, Shakespeare.
Oh, this is all
All
Forest.
right, let's
This
speed
has
it up.
Forest written all over it. Forest, that first game that they played, they were phenomenal. I'm not sure if I think did they lose their second game
I
or they
think there was
drew?
a
I
draw.
think
Hey,
it was a
let's
draw.
let's
It
check
was a
it out
draw.
real quick. Let's check out their results real quick.
Yeah, it was a draw. They drew with Crystal Palace. Yeah,
They
they drew
drew
with
Crystal
Crystal Palace.
Palace. Yeah.
And remember, Eze was still with Crystal Palace then, so it was definitely a high-profile game. But this time around, I see them winning this game. And
Mm.
West Ham is not even where they ought to be. I think they're going to be one
I'll
of the
find the
teams
game quick.
going down.
Mm. West Ham. Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
ask you guys. Do you think Graham Potter survives? Is this another? He's for me a real
I
January.
don't.
candidate for
If
being fired. Do you think till
December
season
is
time?
his decider. If he
Decide
doesn't
December.
change
In
the style of
December.
play
Yeah.
before December, he's been thrown out. Teams like this can still come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can still come back if they find their rhythm. The first thing they need to first plug defense. If you're not
Mm.
trying to
I
score,
mean,
don't allow them to score you.
Sunderland
That's the
beat them
thing. You've lost Kudus,
first game of
you
the
lost
season.
Kudus and all those players. You have to find a replacement. You just don't.
Mm.
Oh, we got the play. We sold the player. Where's the money? You buy rubbish? No. So think about it.
Yeah, they're one of the teams I see going down.
Same. They're in danger. They need to find form. All right.
Very, yeah.
Well, we've talked at length about the Liverpool Arsenal game. I'll take the last one. Villa Crystal Palace. Villa haven't found it yet. I am actually backing Crystal Palace to win this game, even though they've lost Eze since their last game from the weekend. I still think Palace have enough to win this game against Villa at home.
Who do you think is
The
gonna? Who's replacing Eze in that midfield?
So they played in the was it the Conference League, I think just before the weekend, and they brought in I think it was Will Hughes, essentially as that creative person on that side. Not definitely not at the same level. I think Will Hughes is more of a calmer presence who distributes. He doesn't carry the ball as well as Eze does, of course. I don't know if they'll buy someone before the window closes, but they need someone. I mean, they need someone to replace him. We have players at Arsenal though. Fabio Vieira is available. Crystal Palace, in case you're watching, we have Fabio Vieira, we have Rhys Nelson, Lokonga, very solid midfielder.
If you ask me, this is Crystal Palace have started their draw. This is when they start drawing now because I don't see anybody actually carrying them over the hump. You
They
know,
still have
look,
Mateta,
look.
they have Ismail
the
Yeah,
Aston
Assar.
but
Villa
They
did
play.
Aston Villa lose their last game? Is the
Villa
question
lost their last game. Yes,
against who?
Let's see.
Against Brentford. They lost against Brentford 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah,
That was
and it
Yeah.
was a
that
tough
was an
loss. It was
unlucky
a tough
game. Yeah, it
loss.
was a tough
Yeah, it
loss.
was a
Most
tough
likely a
loss.
tough loss.
Yeah.
So I see them coming in hard
Because now that's 1 point for this season, right?
for Villa.
Yes. Because
Yeah, I
they
think
drew their
they
first
drew
game.
I think they drew their first game.
Lost the
Let me
second game.
see. Lost the second game.
Yeah, they drew their
Yeah, they
first game
drew
against
with
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Yeah, that's the Newcastle that wanted to beat us. Can you imagine?
Exactly.
They're not even serious. I think we lost you again, Ayo. Don't worry. Arsenal is going to lose their way this Sunday. It's okay.
Don't worry, it's soon coming. Can you guys hear me now? Am I audible?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you. Now. You
All
see,
right, all right.
you're showing us already.
I already gave you the score. Don't worry, two
Oh,
one
don't worry. Once we're done with you, we won't hear your voice. Don't.
with a Van Dyke.
I'll tell you, like I keep saying,
Oh god.
the game is going to be won in the first half of
Okay.
on Saturday
I've passed that message across to
or
Ateta. I told
Sunday.
him you
So
got to get the boys out the block.
I don't. We
Loftus says
don't
we need
want
to get them in the
any
first half.
last minute wins this time around. We want that win outright and be done with
Yeah,
it,
just
so we
steal
can
the loss
calm
in the
down.
first half. Got it. Okay, got it. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Glad to have you as always. Talk to you guys soon.